Hi, Secondary 2 Honors class. I am doing a review so that we can go through the review together. And working through it should help us understand before you take a quiz, which I'm going to put up tomorrow. I was going to put it up today, but I think I'll just go through the review today and let you study a bit. And then tomorrow we'll work on the lovely quiz. So I am going to go in little 14-minute sections. I just hope I remember to look back at the time and don't go over 14 minutes, but we'll see how many 14-minute sections this review will take. All right, so when we're finding all the missing angles, the first thing I do is I figure out, well, what do I need and what can I figure out with the information I'm given? I can figure out angle 2 because 72 and angle 2 add to 90. This is a 90-degree angle. So if I take 90 minus 72, and to make this quicker, I'm just going to use my calculator here. That's 18. So I know angle 2 is 18 degrees. All right. Now, if that's 18 degrees, let's see, what else can we figure out? We can figure out angle 1 right here because it is the third angle in a triangle, and we know the other two angles are 72 and 57. So 72 plus 57 is 129 and 1 degrees, and 180 minus 129 is 51, I believe. Let me just check it out. Yep, so we know that one's 51. Now, angle 3 is an exterior angle. So if I add the two remote interior angles, which are 51 and 72, then that is going to equal angle 3. We learned that in a lesson, so that's 123. And then angle 4 needs to be whatever 123 plus 18 is subtracted from 180. So 180 minus 141. Now, I don't have you guys here to check my math. I hope you did those all right, but at least that you have the idea. And if I had a few of you like Jalen and Macy and I can't remember who all helps me, Jordan. But anyway, those should be correct. So measure of angle 1 was 51 degrees. Measure of angle 2 was 18. And 3 was 123. And 4, did we find 4? Oh, it's 39. I didn't write it in. I did that at the very end. All right, so those are all the angles in that triangle. Ooh, the next one looks a little crazy. Let's see. Again, we just check and see, well, what can we find? I see number 1 I can find pretty easily because it is a straight line, a linear pair with 129. So 180 minus 129 is going to give us 180 minus 129, that angle, and it's 51. And again, I like to write them in the triangle because then you sometimes use them for other things. Now, if that's 51, we can do a couple of things. I know 129 is equal to 95 plus angle 2 because 95 and angle 2 are remote interior angles, whereas 129 is the exterior angle. So if I take 129 and subtract 95, that will be angle 2. So that is what, 34? 129 minus 95 should be a 34. Yep. And then 95, this angle is 95, so 3 will be 95. So 2 is 34, 3 is 95. And that gives us 4, or means to find 4, because 95 plus 47 is going to be 12, 14, 95 plus 47 is 142, and 180 minus 142 is 38. So 4 is 38. And we found that just by using the triangle sum theorem that says all of the 3 angles in the triangle add to 180. So 4 is 38. We know 5 pretty easily because they're vertical. 47 will be 5. vertical angles. So I'm just going to write 47 there. You know that. 7 we can find because it is a linear pair with 121. So 180 minus 121 will be 7. And that is 59 degrees. So 7 is 59 degrees. And then 47 plus 59. And if we take that and add them together and then subtract that, 47, let's see. 47 plus 59 subtracted from 180, so that is 180 minus 106, which is 74, will be measured in 6. All right, so that is number 1 and number 2. Okay, now I need to move my mouse down so we can do the next 2 or 3 problems here. Where's my, I never can find my mouse anymore. There it is. All right, 3 and 4 we can fit on the screen. So 3 gives you 3 expressions for the 3 angles in a triangle. So we're going to add them all together and set that equal to 180. So I'll just do this. A lot of ways to do it, but sometimes I like to make a little line out of it because it lines up my like terms. I probably haven't ever done that in class, but now I'm doing it. All right, so 13 plus 8 is 21x. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, negative 11 plus 2 is minus 9 is equal to 180. So 21x is equal to 189. And if we divide by 21, our x is 189 divided by 21, 9. All right, now I cannot remember, which is bad, it's going to waste time, if it asks me just to find x or actually find the angles. Oh, solve for x, okay. To check that out, but we've done that in solve for x, so we're good with that one. Now number 4 is the exterior angle theorem. Exterior angle theorem. It says the 2 remote interior angles sum is equal to this exterior angle. So let's add them together. 7x plus 1 plus 10x minus 9. And that makes 17x minus 8, and that will be equal to the exterior angle 19x minus 18. All right, so we're going to subtract 19x. And I get negative 2x minus 8 is negative 18. And we need to add 8. That gives us negative 2x minus is equal to negative 10. Dang it. There've been so many people on the internet here that it's so slow, it lags and lags and lags. All right, and then we divide by negative 2, and we get x is 5. And we've done our job again. All right, those are numbers 3 and 4. So if I get here and move down, we'll do number 5. So it says, do that. Okay, so in triangle BCD, now I don't see a triangle BCD here, so I'm going to make myself one. Triangle BCD. All right, and BC is congruent to BD's measure. So you have to mark that information that you're given, or you can't do the problem, so it's good if you mark it. And then the measure of angle B, which I did not give myself a whole lot of room, which I could have because there is a lot of room here. But oh well, 13x minus 35 is that angle. And the measure of angle C is 5x minus 19. I'll have to draw a little arrow since I didn't give myself a lot of room. Now, and the measure of angle D is 2x plus 14. Find x in the measure of each angle. All right, now this is, you can do it an easy way or a difficult way. You can add, well, I guess neither are very difficult, but you can add all 3 of them together to find x. And when you add them all 3 together, because they're all angles in the triangle, then you can set that equal to 180 and find x. However, I know that the angle across from this side, which is this angle right here, and the angle across from this side, which is this angle right here, are congruent. And I know that because it's an isosceles triangle, it gives us this information right there, that BC is congruent to BD. So if BC and BD are congruent, then the angles opposite D and C are equal. And with that, I can make a little easier equation up to solve by just setting 5x minus 19 equal to 2x plus 14. And if those are equal, I can subtract 2x, and I get 3x minus 19 is equal to 14. Add 19 to both sides, and that's 33, so x is 11. And then if x is 11, then I can plug that in and find angles B, C, and D. So angle B up here is 13 times 11 minus 35. So 13 times 11 minus 35 is 108. Angle C says 5x minus 19, so 5 times 11 minus 19. And that's 36. And then D is 2 times 11 plus 14. So 22 plus 14 is 36. Oh, I already knew those two are congruent because I used that information, but oh well. All right, that is 11 minutes. If something takes 1 minute, what's the next question over here? Let's do number 6. All right, number 6 is asking if the triangles are indeed congruent. I should find my little key more easily. Okay, so are they congruent, yes or no? So that's kind of important to figure out. And we're given an angle, angle E and angle A are congruent to each other, and the side AB is congruent to DE by markings. But we also know that vertical angles are congruent. So first of all, we have to figure out what information we have, what we know, and mark anything that is known but not written. So what I'm going to do first is say this is angle, angle, side. So yes, they're congruent, and the reason is angle, angle, side. So mark, analyze, figure out if they're congruent first. The next question asks us to fill out this congruency statement right here. And that means we have to line up the angles are congruent in order, the same order as ABC. So A is one arc, so we know it's going to be congruent to the other one arced angle, which is E, so we write E. And then B is right here, and it has no arcs, and as does D. So D will be the one lined up with B because they're congruent, corresponding angles. And then C is right here, and it's also congruent to C because they're vertical angles in the triangle. All right, that's about 13 minutes, so I'm going to stop here. Just don't worry, just click on the next review video. I'm guessing there'll be 2, I think, possibly, maybe 3. All right, see ya.